Welcome to another fun-filled episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick.
And this is our weekly Netflixy type chat show. News.
Say the word news, it's got news in it.
It's got news in it. It's got all sorts of cool stuff in it. Welcome. Oh, I've stolen your line. Sorry.
That's fine.
How are you, Nick?
I'm good.
Good, me too. What have you been up to?
Forgot to mention a story last week that happened to me.
Okay.
When I was away for a couple of days.
Hit me with your story.
I've ruined one of my favourite t-shirts.
No, why?
I haven't ruined it.
What happened?
A woman ruined it.
Which woman?
The woman at the restaurant.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the woman I'm married to.
So,
what happened?
we're sitting there waiting for lunch to arrive.
Yeah.
And eventually it does arrive. It was a bit slow, but hey, these things happen.
It's post-pandemic world.
Yeah, exactly. So she carries these plates out. She put my plate down, she put my daughter's plate down, and then she goes to reach over to hand my friend's plate, and he had like this, I think it was like a steak sandwich.
Right.
And suddenly I felt something warm down my back.
Oh no.
And then there's a hand down my back, and this lady's fishing bits of steak out from between my t-shirt and the back of the chair.
I think they're between your t-shirt and your back.
Ruined.
Wrecked your t-shirt?
Yeah, washed it like 4 times.
Oh, no way. Are you suing her?
I might do.
Do you think you should? Sue her for a new
the cost
t-shirt.
of a t-shirt. But you know, I was like, how bad is it? How much is there? It feels really weird. It's hot in here. And now it's even hotter.
She's got a hot back.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's in very specific places.
Oh, I bet she was devastated.
Yeah, she never came back.
Really?
No, it was a different waitress for the rest of the time. I was like, don't honestly, look, these things happen.
Oh, bless her. Poor girl.
Yeah.
Poor t-shirt. Was it a nice t-shirt?
Yeah, well, it was quite nice. It was white. That's why it's not come out.
Yeah.
I mean...
Is it just that stuff doesn't come out of white t-shirts, or do you just notice it's not come out of a black t-shirt?
Maybe.
If it was a black t-shirt and it looks like it's come out, is it still there?
Get away with it.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I mean, he still had to eat a steak sandwich.
Did they not make him another one?
Well, they took it back. It came back very quickly, though.
Yeah, just reassembled it on the plate. Picked it out of your back.
All I'm saying is, you never know.
That's true.
Might have had a bit of Nickback on it. Not Nickelback.
Nickelback. Seen Nickelback live once.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they supported Bon Jovi.
Okay. Right. I'm not sure that's... Okay.
That was a boiling hot day as well, like it isn't here today.
It is really
How
warm.
warm is it on this stream boat? And we can't open the window because there's children outside on a trampoline. Not my children, I haven't got any. Or your children.
Or your trampoline.
Or my trampoline. My neighbours are very close.
Look, some people will find the sounds of children playing in the sun very relaxing. But you don't necessarily...
You don't want to hear it in the background of a podcast,
exactly.
though, do you?
When we're going on about having steak thrown down your back.
It's very true.
All this sort of stuff. How's your week been?
Yeah, all right, not bad. I got some new garden furniture.
Excellent.
So that goes with the pizza oven. I've got a nice outside area now, I think. So I'll spend more time outside this summer.
Yep.
Other than that, I haven't really got any life.
We went to the pub.
Oh, we went to the pub. We did go to the pub on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That was nice, wasn't it?
It was.
Back in the real world.
Yeah.
Socialising away from podcast.
We sat outside and
had
a couple of drinks.
We did.
It was a lovely experience.
Me, you and friend of the show, Wayne.
Yeah.
That was very nice. Let's do it more often.
Okay.
I'm going to start drinking again.
Deal. I'm in.
So when I start drinking
I'm here
again,
to support you.
that sounds like I'm just going to become an alcoholic, doesn't it? I was never an alcoholic, nor am I ever going to be one. But I am going to start drinking again.
I'll help you get through that battle.
Thank you, mate.
No
I look
problem.
forward to it. Where should we start? Let's change things up. I've got a game.
Brilliant.
So we're not only changing things up from you normally having a game, we're changing up from me having a game, and we're going to do it at the start rather than at the end.
Love it.
So I've stolen this idea for this game from
Fine.
from Grief Burrito.
Okay.
So they played a game this week where Harrison had taken some video game names, put them into Google Translate a few times,
Yep.
and then revealed what had come out the other end, and you had to try and guess what the original was.
Great.
So I've done the same thing from movies that we have reviewed on this show before.
Oh, tough. Okay.
I've translated them from English into Chinese, Russian, German, French, and then back to English.
My memory's pretty bad, so I struggle to remember what
You even remember some of the names.
this week's movie was. So.
We both just did that.
Yeah.
Before we started recording, we were like, what's this week's movie called? Not a clue. Still can't remember. So I've done 6. So
Brilliant.
we'll see how we get on. I'm actually sweating. It's boiling in here. So number one is, I typed it in English, translated it to Chinese, translated the Chinese to Russian, Russian to German, German to French, French back to English.
I mean, I presume you just knew the Chinese anyway, with
Obviously.
your superior language skills.
Absolutely, I did.
Last week.
I started in Chinese, yeah. So the first one is At the Moonlight. I haven't got a name for this game, by the way.
Is it In the Shadow of the Moon?
It is. Well done. Good start. Number two is Remedies.
Is it clinical?
No. I'll give you two guesses.
Remedies. Have we seen anything else medical?
Yes.
This is where my mind will just be blank and it's probably something really obvious.
Do you want a clue?
Yes, please.
It's Irish.
The Cured.
The Cured, correct. Well
I was
done.
like, Michael Inside, that's a name. I'll be that.
Number three, You Would Be Better.
You would be better. That seems like a fairly random collection of words.
It would, does.
What keeps you alive?
No.
Ah.
Do you know I did that one?
Yeah.
And it translated back to What Keeps You
Oh,
Alive.
really?
Yeah, how weird is that?
That is weird.
It came back exactly the same.
What was it again? I've forgotten.
You Would Be Better.
You would be better. I don't know.
Would you rather?
Ah, okay.
I don't know how that works, but it does. This one's pretty easy. Nanny.
How are we spelling nanny?
Nanny. Think of what a nanny is.
A carer.
Yeah, of...
Children.
Or...
Babies.
Yeah. So somebody who looks after babies is called...
A nanny.
And...
A babysitter.
A babysitter.
The babysitter.
Correct. Got there in the end. Great Ape of the Sea.
Bait.
No.
Great Ape of the Sea.
Yeah.
Sea monkey. What have we seen with sea monkeys in?
This is probably the toughest one.
Great Ape of the Sea. Give me a clue.
It's old.
It's old. Great Ape. Creatures from the deep. Humanoids from the deep.
Humanoids from the deep. Because a great ape is a humanoid. And the final one, so what have you got? Three with a bit of help. Final one, Fatal Imprisonment.
Something deadly detention.
Deadly Detention, correct. So well done, you got like 4 of them, I think.
Fatal Imprisonment sounds like a good movie.
It does, it's a better movie than Deadly Detention already. So we might do that again in the future because obviously we've got a lot of movies to pick from that we can do. So maybe I'll just pick some different languages.
I'm on board.
Time. I'll go a bit more complex with my languages, so like Greek to Turk to something.
Talking of languages, have you had any more reflections on last week's movie, TikTok, our Chinese action thriller?
No, I've tried to blank it from my mind. I've realised that it probably wasn't as complicated as I thought it was, and I feel like that's the movie's fault, not mine. Yeah, it was very messy,
convoluted.
Yeah,
but as we said, fun. I had fun.
Yeah,
it was terrible, but I had fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Did you see the tweet we got today?
No.
It was another podcast because I put find out our thoughts on TikTok. So they sent me a message saying, "What's your TikTok?"
Again, that's the movie's fault.
It's definitely the movie's fault. That's why I did explain this to this person. I think they're called the Uncredited Extras Podcast. I'll give them a shout out.
Okay,
double
good.
check that's true. Yeah, the Uncredited Extras Podcast.
Language is a tricky thing.
It is indeed. But yeah, there's no reason why it's called TikTok. There's no reason why TikTok's spelt that way if it is called TikTok. It's ludicrous. It's a nonsense name.
Absolute nonsense.
But yeah, it was all right. It's fun. Bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
What have we got this week?
This week, on Thursday, on this very feed, we will be talking about the movie, which I absolutely know the name of. It is The Disappearance at Clifton Hill.
Correct. Another nonsense name. Because I don't think it ever mentions Clifton Hill, but we'll get into that in the movie.
It's a We're going to Canada.
We are.
This week.
We've gone from China to Canada.
A Canadian...
thriller.
Mystery thriller, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so listening on Thursday to find out what we thought. I mean, we've seen a couple of Canadian movies so far, and we quite enjoyed them.
Have we?
Yeah, obviously, Bon Cop, Bad Cop, the...
Oh yeah, that was French-Canadian, wasn't it?
Hiddenest of all the gems. I want to say What Keeps You Alive was Canadian as well.
Possibly. Was The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot? That was in Canada, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. It may have been a bit of a co-production.
Maybe.
But, yeah, listening on Thursday and we'll discuss The Disappearance.
Unless you're a Patreon, and then, in which case you could probably go and get it straight away now.
Yeah.
if providing I've had time to edit them over the weekend. But I'm doing quite well. I've got them out most Mondays so far. So if you want to check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/bottom of the stream. Should we do some Netflix news?
Let's do it.
We've got quite a lot. It's Geeked Week. So do you want to start with Geeked Week or do you want to end with Geeked Week?
Start with it.
Okay, so I've got here a recap of everything that's been announced in Geeked Week so far.
Lovely.
So there's not been as many announcements as I was expecting.
It's not necessarily been to like earth-shattering news.
No,
it's been more like little clips.
Here's some clips,
behind the scenes
footage. So yeah, so
stuff that cast and crew can record on their phone in between.
Pretty much exactly what's happened. Exactly
in between filming.
So it started with our good friend Zack Snyder.
Love the guy.
And his producer wife Deborah Snyder, who answered some questions from fans about Army of the Dead.
Did he answer?
I don't know. I haven't.
What the hell went on?
Probably not. I watched the making of while we're in the Army of the Dead zone.
Yeah.
I watched the making of the Army of the Dead. Okay. It's just 25 minutes of people saying how good Zack Snyder is. It really angered me.
It's just him.
The only good thing about the making of that film is the fact that how they digitally implanted that woman.
Yeah.
That's digitally implanted sounds wrong. Lupin. Fans of Lupin got an exclusive season 2 clip ahead of the show's return this Friday. So by the time this episode's out, that will be with us.
Excellent. That did end on a cliffhanger.
It did. I'm looking forward to Lupin coming back. I really enjoyed it.
Lupin.
We got a teaser for Blood Red Sky, which is an upcoming horror film about a mysteriously ill woman flying with her young son who is forced to unleash a dark secret when terrorists attempt to hijack their transatlantic flight.
Fine.
We got a teaser for that. We got an exclusive clip from The Ice Road, which is Liam Neeson and Lawrence Fishburne's new film about ice road truckers.
Yes.
So that should be quite good. We got images and a debut of a vertical motion poster from the movie Kate, which also announced the release date.
I've seen that. Do you know what that is?
No.
The vertical motion poster.
Is it just a movie poster that's a bit animated?
Yeah. So Mary Elizabeth Winstead is it's almost like she's in a air conditioning type thing. So she's like hunched up.
Okay, like between two buildings type of thing. Yeah.
And she shoots a gun at below her.
Below her.
And the only bit of animation is the bullet slowly.
Oh, okay. And it pulls out to become the poster.
Yeah.
Interesting. It says we've got a release date, but it doesn't tell me what it is in this news. So I'm just going to see if I can find it. Bear with.
We've mentioned this a few times now. So this is the one about the assassin who has been poisoned and has 24 hours to live.
Correct. Yeah, we mentioned it a couple of times. It's expected September 10.
Okay. Or the 10th.
Or the 10th if you're not in America, which I'm not. Then we also got a trailer for The Last Mercenary.
Yeah, I've seen this trailer.
Have you?
And I don't know if what I expected to get from this week of news was a new Jean-Claude Van Damme action comedy.
Yeah, I think it took everybody a little bit by surprise.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's coming. The Last Mercenary is coming to Netflix. Obviously, it follows a former French Secret Service special agent turned mercenary drama comedy from Jean-Claude Van Damme. And that was all just day one. So obviously we can't do the whole week because we're only in day 4 now. But I'm going to go to day 2.
Cool.
Give you some information on day 2. There wasn't as much in day 2. It was a bit quieter. But we got a blooper reel from Sweet Tooth.
Okay.
Which nobody was really expecting. The big news of the day, though, was Lock and Key announced its return date.
Sure.
And some exclusive on-set photos, which one is on your screen in front of you now.
I can see it. I forgot to mention this as well. My birthday last month, I got the whole compendium of Lock and Key.
I need that off you.
The
no, I don't want
graphic
to have it.
novel. I've not finished it yet.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's very different.
They're quite pricey though. You did well for your birthday.
To the series. It's a really nice case.
Yeah, I bet it is.
It's like the stuff. I won't go into too much detail because you haven't seen the series, and obviously you want to read it. But the things that happen in the first series of the TV show, that haven't happened, and I've read 4.5 of the 6 books.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that is coming with a new season in October of this year. Lock and Key. The first season of Lock and Key, if you haven't seen it, is really, really good. It's from Joe Hill, Stephen King's son.
Yeah.
We then got a trailer for Another Life, which is a Katie Sackhoff TV show. Second season of this TV show is coming.
Botska Award winner.
Katie Sackhoff. Indeed. And then we got a behind-the-scenes look at The Sandman, which is a new Neil Gaiman adaptation that's coming.
I've seen this as well. This was quite cool. So it's him wandering around being really impressed by the sets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I suppose it must be weird for like people who do writing, authors, to like walk around a set of like, this is all come out of your mind.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
Now it's there. It's real.
That's pretty much what it. Yeah,
that's what he was saying.
Exactly what he said.
It must be very strange. Moving on to day 3, because not a lot else came in. Oh, the episode titles for the Umbrella Academy episodes.
Okay.
Came in this day as well, but I don't have them. I'm not going to read a list of episode titles. Why would I?
You can find them if you want to find them.
Moving on to day 3. So this was Wednesday's news. Fear Street revealed a trailer.
Yes.
This is the horror trilogy. That's 3 films coming over 3 weeks.
Indeed.
There's a scary trailer. It's coming in July. I'm quite looking forward to that. I think it's a really novel idea.
Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't yet. I haven't watched it as of yet.
It is quite. Yeah, it's got me more interesting than I would have thought I am.
I think just the fact that they're going to release 3 films in 3 weeks.
It's a cool little gimmick, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely. We got a sneak peek of The School for Good and Evil, which we've also mentioned before.
Yep.
That's just a quick look at the what's coming from that. There's a teaser that's been shared from Awake.
I didn't understand this.
Why?
Well, they shared a teaser and then it came out the same day.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's out now. It came out this week, like yesterday or the day before.
Oh, it must have come yesterday because they wouldn't have done a teaser after the film had come out. How bizarre!
Have you heard about Awake?
I've heard bits about it. I don't know a lot
No
about
one can sleep. That's the whole premise.
Yeah,
it's a horror film.
It's a good idea. I suppose it's never been done before.
And people start to go a bit crazy.
Well, you would do, wouldn't you?
Yeah. What's the longest you've never slept for? 10 minutes?
Probably. I'm struggling now. I think 36 hours.
Okay.
When I went to Las Vegas.
Oh, that's pretty
because we flew on New Year's Eve, so then we had to stay up
to
watch the midnight, then went to bed. So I think it was about that. It was a long time. Felt like a long time. There was also a clip shared from Gunpowder Milkshake, which we've also mentioned before, which is an amazingly entitled piece of work. So there's a clip of that out there. And there's also a extended clip from the next season of Black Summer, which is Netflix's zombie apocalypse TV show. And then the headline for day 3 was Stranger Things had loads of news. They unveiled several new cast members for season 4. I think there was like 5 or 6. The Duffer Brothers actually made a video announcing that themselves. There's a first taste of the series' full cast fiction podcast.
So I wanted to take umbrage with this. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the news story where Netflix has said, "Oh yeah, we're thinking of getting into podcasts, but we don't know what format that's going to take. Might be news."
Yeah,
and I said, "I wonder if there'll be any fictional ones." And here we go. The first one is going to be come alongside season 4 of Stranger Things, and it's going to be based on Robin.
Yes.
Who is Maya Hawke's character.
Correct. So there's a full cast fiction podcast with companion young adult novel based on season 3 breakout character Robin Buckley. That was your headline from day 3. And then day 4 is happening as we speak. So all I've seen so far today is the reveal of the Masters of the Universe trailer.
I've seen it. It looks fun.
It does look fun. It's good. It's exciting. So that's Kevin Smith. Is that Kevin Smith's one?
It is, yeah.
That's going to be good. Mark Hamill's in it, isn't he?
Yes.
So yeah, check that out as well. So that's all of Geeked Week so far. Well, I suppose we could do a bit more next week because
potentially
day 4 and 5 are coming. We'll see what comes tomorrow.
We'll sweep it up next week.
Apparently there's a Cobra Kai announcement tomorrow coming. So we'll see what 4 and 5. We'll do a sweep up next week of that.
Excellent. I have got a bit more news, not related to Geeked Week.
That recap did not reveal that Shadow and Bone also announced that it got renewed on day 1.
Oh, okay.
It was not on that page. But yes, Shadow and Bone has been renewed for a second season. That's how Geeked Week was kicked off. That was the first thing they announced.
Good stuff.
Go on. Give me some news.
Do you like Indiana Jones?
Yep.
Well, Harrison Ford's in the country.
In this country?
He is.
Is he?
He is been spotted up north.
Oh, nice.
Because Indiana Jones 5 has started filming.
And Harrison Ford's
78.
I was going to say, how old is Harrison Ford? Wow. Okay.
They are, started filming end of last week.
Good news. Is it good news? I don't know. The last one was not
I
great.
think everyone would love a great Indiana Jones.
I'd love a
film
great one
to round things off, wouldn't we?
Is there a great one coming? Who knows?
I don't know.
The fourth one was not, was it?
I've never rewatched it. I went to see Crystal Skull, obviously, when it came out.
Yeah, I did. I don't know if I've ever seen it again.
I've never rewatched it again.
I don't think I have.
I mean, I've never even wanted to really go and give it another try.
It's never even crossed my mind to attempt to rewatch it.
Fingers crossed, shall we say?
Yes, let's hope so. I assume he's not like the main guy in this one.
I don't know.
He's passing the torch
it's
by
pretty
now.
much under wraps. So
Interesting.
well, yeah, but that was kind of the idea with the last one, and with
Then he just took
Shia
over.
LaBeouf and
Yeah, but Shia LaBeouf, isn't it? It's not the best person to pass the torch over to.
oh yeah, maybe not.
Probably just set something on fire with.
I'll just dig loads of holes. Yeah, well, let's see what happens there. But yeah, filming is underway. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see what it gets called as well.
Yeah, definitely. We need a title reveal.
Do you like Mike Myers?
No.
Okay, well, we'll skip this one then. No, we won't. Mike Myers.
I like Wayne's World.
Mike Myers has taken a fair break
Yeah,
from the spotlight.
yeah, that's true. He was in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a little cameo, wasn't
Well, he is coming back to Netflix.
he? Okay.
He has had commissioned a new comedy series
Oh, God.
called The Pentaverate.
The what?
Pentaverate.
What's a pentaverate?
I'm not really sure. If you don't like Mike Myers once,
Yeah.
then you might not be
Is it
too
going to be like
pleased to know
multiple Mike Myers?
that he is playing 7 characters in this.
Is he the new Eddie
Serious.
Murphy?
Would you like to know how else is in it?
Yep.
Ken Jeong,
Nice, okay.
Keegan Michael Key,
Okay.
Jennifer Saunders.
Okay.
So it's about a group of men working to influence world events as a secret society, going back to 1347.
Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm not
feel
sure.
like the most comedic of
No,
premises,
it doesn't.
but we'll see.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah,
Mike Myers, 7 characters.
apparently so.
Nah. It's going to be shit.
Well, he's only
I'll
got
put my hat on the line.
his Canadian accent
Yeah.
and his Shrek accent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe he's been practicing his range
Maybe.
whilst he's been away.
Or maybe he's going to have 3 Scotsmen and 4 Canadians.
We'll see.
Because even Fat Bastard was just Shrek, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I think he had has a Scottish
Yeah, I think you're right.
parent.
Yes, I think you're right. I agree.
Do you remember? Have you ever seen going way back to So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Yes.
And there's the one.
Yeah.
His dad in that is Scottish.
You're right, he is.
Um,
It's been a long
I
time
think
since
that
I've
was
seen
based
that.
on a bit of truth.
Okay.
Okay, well we'll see.
We'll see. We'll keep our eyes open for
7 Mike Myers is.
Probably all right.
This is an interesting one.
Okay.
Netflix had bankrolled a program called God's Favorite Idiot.
Okay.
It's starring Melissa McCarthy and her husband Ben Falcone,
Okay.
who is also producing. They've pulled the plug on production halfway through.
How come?
They've declined to comment.
Oh,
It
interesting.
was supposed to be shooting in Australia until November,
Right.
and they have called everyone home.
That's interesting. I
And
wonder why.
the estimate is that only half of the 16 episodes have been shot.
That's a crazy decision.
I've not heard of that from Netflix.
No,
before.
I've not.
So whether they will be retooled and released, or if the whole thing's just going to go down the drain.
Yeah, that's
Not
a lot of
sure.
money to spend on
Again,
something to then just pull
Are they
the plug
trying
on.
to cut bait on some money? A bit like we talked about last year.
Maybe.
Last week.
Last year. Probably did last year as well. Interesting.
And no one's really commenting.
Nobody's saying why.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Again,
Wonder
might
why.
be one to keep an eye on as that. See if anything comes out in
Yeah.
the next few weeks and months.
Makes you wonder
Like
if
that's
one of the
something.
cast members is about to get Me Too'd.
It's really sad that you have to think of
It
that
is,
as a
isn't it? Yeah.
possibility.
It's literally the first thing that crossed my mind.
Yeah, so everyone's heading home.
Wow.
And the Australian government are very happy because it's a loss of
Well, yeah.
money for them as well. So yeah, they might even end up in a bit of legal trouble. We'll see. Do you like Jennifer Lopez?
No.
She has signed a multi-year long first look agreement with Netflix.
What does that mean?
So they get first refusal on her stuff
Oh,
for
okay.
the next few years.
Well, anything she
is
does.
how I read it. Well, I presume televisual or filmic. Because she has her own production company. Because
Okay, so
who
her
doesn't?
production company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which She might.
If she gets cast in something, the director's not going to go, oh, it's got to go to Netflix now.
No, from her company.
Yeah, from her company. That's
which
fair.
she could put herself in.
Yeah.
Everything, I guess.
So we can have loads of Jennifer Lopez stuff now.
Maybe.
Like loads of Adam Sandler stuff last year.
Yes, exactly. Maybe they could join forces. Be unstoppable.
Would they? I think somebody should try and stop it.
I don't think you could contractually.
No, probably not.
Okay. Do you like Hitchcock?
Yes,
Alfred?
I loved Alfred Hitchcock.
I don't know why I said it backwards.
Do you like Hitchcock Alfred? There's a picture of him on my door.
I know. Do you like games video?
Yes.
Good. Because...
Why are you talking like Yoda?
I don't know. A French video game company called Microids is developing a video game based on the movie Vertigo.
I love Vertigo. Great film.
They say, although it is based on the themes and image and design of Vertigo, this is an original story that will also touch on several themes from other Hitchcock movies.
Interesting.
Does that float your boat?
A little bit, yeah.
It will be a sort of mystery story.
I love Vertigo. Have you seen
video
Vertigo?
Game? I have, yeah.
It's a great film, isn't it?
Several times. I think it's Hitchcock's best.
No, Rear Windows is best.
Agree to disagree.
Okay, fair enough. It's up there, though. Vertigo's definitely up there.
That kind of made me think, what other movie directors would you like to see, like, right, we've signed up
for all of your stuff.
We've got the rights to all your stuff. We're going to make a video game or series of video games.
I would say Spielberg, but it's probably been
They've
all been
off.
done already, yeah. There've probably loads of video games already.
I was thinking Scorsese.
Yeah, that'd be good. Peter Jackson? Probably most of his have as well, to be fair.
Oh, no, but yeah, but some of his earlier stuff, you could go like Brain Dead. Just go like chainsawing nuns and stuff.
I'd be up for that.
Yeah, me too.
Let's do some non-chainsawing. Who else?
I think, yeah, a Scorsese type game where you can.
What about John Hughes?
Oh, right. Home Alone. Set the traps.
I bet there is a Home Alone. There was an Home Alone game in the 80s.
Yeah, but you could
90s.
Sure, it would have been a little platformer, wouldn't it? What about like a theme park type thing, but with Home Alone franchise, so you could literally set a death trap for the burglars?
That's a great idea. Copyright it.
Okay.
Copyright it right now.
Good. Yeah, that's something to think about. Yeah, that would be awesome.
It will. A Hitchcock video game will be awesome.
Excellent. I've got one more.
Okay, doke.
Matilda the musical.
Okay.
So the movie adaptation of the musical.
Oh, really?
Is coming.
Okay.
To UK cinemas.
So is it going to be just like a filming of the musical, or is it remaking?
No,
it
it's the movie version.
Oh, okay.
So that we're not filming the stage show. We're doing the movie adaptation of the musical.
Interesting.
So
I've never seen the musical.
It's brilliant.
Is it?
Yeah, it's great. It's all the songs and
I'd
music
like to see it.
are written by Tim Minchin.
Yeah.
I
think I knew that.
Yeah, it's great. It's going to arrive in UK cinemas December the 2nd, 2022.
Oh, wow.
The rest of the world, straight to Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
On the same day. That's the deal that has been struck, apparently, at the time of us speaking.
Do we get it on Netflix that day as well, or is it just cinemas first?
No, cinemas, I think.
Okay.
Emma Thompson is playing Miss Trunchbull.
Emma Thompson's awesome.
Lashana Lynch and Stephen Graham are also in the cast.
Of course he is. Stephen Graham's in everything.
Yeah.
He's literally everywhere.
That if they nail that, it'll be great.
Yeah, it will. Agreed.
I love the Matilda movie as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
From the 90s.
Yeah, me too.
Danny DeVito movie.
Great film.
It's awesome.
It is.
Really good. Really stands up.
I've got a lot of time for Roald Dahl.
So, yeah. Cool. That's me. That's my news.
Excellent. So I haven't got any more. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I haven't watched much this week.
I haven't either.
I watched a couple of movies, but it's not much to write home about, to be honest. I watched Let's Be Cops on Disney+.
Okay.
Which is starring Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr.
Yep.
And Rob Riggle.
Rob
Basically,
Riggle.
most people have been in New Girl. It's a few years old. Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
It's just quite amusing and rude and what those guys do in their sleep.
Standard. Yeah. Cool.
I think that's about it. What about you?
I watched Inside by Bo Burnham's thing.
By Bo Burnham's?
By Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham's
Netflix
comedy special Inside. It's not like anything I've ever seen before or probably ever will again.
Okay.
It's excellent.
I do need to get to this.
Beyond excellent. It's possibly genius.
Possibly.
Can't speak. Podcaster that can't speak. That's my gimmick. It's possibly genius. It isn't like if you're going in expecting like stand-up comedy joke.
Yeah,
it's not what you're getting.
Okay, I'll wait.
It's not completely not that, but it's some of the songs that he does in it are hilarious.
Is it all filmed on his phone?
No, he's got a camera.
Okay,
but it's all filmed in one room. He never leaves that room,
right.
Even when it looks like he's left the room. He hasn't left the room.
Okay,
and yeah, he's just gone insane. He's basically literally during lockdown filmed this himself.
We've all had times this year.
Yeah, and he's just gone insane, and it's just basically his descent into madness.
Okay,
through songs. Yeah, there's a couple of There's a song called "White Woman Instagram," right. Which is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Making me
chuckle already.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, definitely get on that. It's on for 90 minutes. It's like feature length.
Oh, okay,
but it's well worth checking out.
Will do.
It's ludicrous, but it's good. Other than that, I watched the first episode of Sweet Tooth, which is launched onto Netflix about the animal-human hybrids.
Yep.
So that was really good.
Little dear boy.
Little dear boy. That's what it used to be called. But I haven't had a chance to get to see episode 2 yet, so I will do that. And I started watching Lisey's Story on Apple TV.
Yes.
Which is the latest Stephen King adaptation.
You can't move nowadays for Stephen King adaptations.
You can't. This one's different.
All streaming services.
Everybody's doing it, but this one's slightly different,
right?
Because he has adapted it himself.
This
is written by Mr. King. Stars Julianne Moore.
Why has he chosen that one?
I don't know, because
for him to do himself.
I don't know why he's chosen that. It's a strange one because have you ever read the book?
I think yeah.
It's one of the weirdest things he's ever written.
Yeah.
It's loopy. It's not set in these normal. I'm going to get really Stephen King geeky.
That's fine.
Stephen King's universe is most of the books are set in the same universe. Sure. Lisey's Stories is set on a different level of the Dark Tower, I guess, a different universe to all the rest of his book. Yeah, it's slow. It's quite depressing. Annoyingly, I signed up for Apple TV and I thought I'll get this done in the 7-day free trial. And then I realised after I'd signed up that it's coming out weekly. So
you might get
I've
3
got to at least
episodes
I'll get 3 episodes in, but I've got to pay for at least a month. But yeah, so the first 2
That's
episodes.
How they get you.
It is. It's a tricky little bastard. So yeah, the first 2, but then Ted Lasso comes out the end of July, so I'll just keep it until that's done. It's only $4.99 a month, Apple TV. Yeah. It's not bad. But yeah, the first 2 episodes were really enjoyable, so I'll stick with it.
Good.
But you know me, Stephen King. I'm not going to give up on a Stephen King property, am I?
I haven't watched Loki yet.
Nor have I yet.
Which doesn't fit in my schedule that it comes out on a Wednesday.
It's ridiculous. The Wednesday is my night for watching the films for this show. And Alice in Borderland. But yeah, it's
I'm going to end up watching
it
on Friday nights every week. I don't just know it.
I think I'm going to watch it after you leave tonight.
Okay.
So that seems like
I suppose that is possible.
That's sensible. That's when I used to watch Taskmaster, but that's finished now.
Yes.
So maybe that would be my Loki night.
Loki night.
But I do have to eat at some point, so we'll see. We'll see how long we go on for. It's not late. It's still early. The night is but young.
And hot.
And so hot. It's so hot in here. Have we got anything else?
I think the only thing left on the wave this week is for us to sit back, kick back, and extend our rods into the stream.
Let's extend our rods into episode 7 of Alice in Borderland.
Yeah.
We're 1 episode. I think it's a double episode finale.
I think it is as well.
But we've only done 1 episode of it, so we're stretching this feature out. Thoughts?
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
Still a lot happened off screen in a bit of a continuation from last week.
Yeah, you're right. It did.
I felt like it was a bit of a naughty swerve with the kimono guy.
Yeah,
because last week he just turned upon a slab.
Yeah.
Oh, the leader of the beach is dead. Oh, okay. No one was that bothered about it because other things started to happen. And then it was only revealed this week that actually he'd been brutally murdered and he wasn't killed in one of the games.
Yeah, he'd been murdered by somebody from the beach because somehow they knew that the bullet profile matched their guns that they've got.
Sure.
These kids are like kids running around in bathing costumes. No, they're like also forensic scientists.
I'm sorry, I really apologise. I don't know her name, but his like second in command.
Yeah, she said she's a forensic.
Yeah, again, a bit convenient.
Very convenient.
It's never come up before.
Everybody else in there's like 17, 18, who are all running around in their swimming costumes, and she's a forensic scientist. But I actually really enjoyed this one. I thought it was really good.
I did as well.
It's crazy. I mean, basically, we're in a full-on game. Everybody in the show's in a game now.
Yes.
We were on a witch hunt to try and find who's murdered this girl.
The beach is on fire.
Yeah. To win the game, they have to track down who killed this girl and throw them in the fire.
Yeah, and all the militants are just killing everyone.
Yeah, they're just literally
burning all the bodies,
shooting everyone and throwing
them. They're not
trying
to work out.
They're throwing a lot of bodies on a very small fire.
Yes,
I've noticed. But then again, I don't know the name. I apologise. The girl with the silver hair. She did a really cool kill move. She had like a water pistol filled and turned it into a flamethrower and set that dude on fire. And that was cool. There was like slow motion and stuff. It was proper action.
I mean,
and then the guy with the samurai sword is like my new favourite.
Yeah,
and we got to reveal that one of our characters is trans.
Yeah, that was great.
It came out of nowhere.
I actually thought that was great.
Yeah, I did as well. Because we got a little bit of a backstory on
which again was just a total change in direction.
Yeah, we've never had before.
We've had all these people turn up through this series so far. It suddenly went all lost, and we had
flashbacks.
Yeah, to these two specific characters.
Yeah.
I know I actually enjoyed the flashbacks.
Agreed. But I think that is a build to season 2. I think they're going to become our main characters in season 2. Because why would you introduce these guys as characters? Because
they've been background players before. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant that the gimmick.
No, these characters will become the new leaders, rulers of the show. You know, I'd like... Oh, this is going to sound horrible, but I'd like to see Arisu not make it out. And then we'll start again.
He is kind of suffering a bit from that. Although he's the lead and we're seeing it through his eyes, he's kind of the least interesting.
Yeah, plus he wasn't barely in this episode. We didn't see this episode through his eyes.
Because his whole character is... He never did anything. He was a slacker at home.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought this episode was great.
Yeah, good cliffhanger. So Arisu says he's worked out who the witch is.
Yeah, he knows straight away
who
it was. No, I have no idea. Not a clue. Do you? You got a feeling?
No, because we know it's someone in the executive room.
Yes,
which is so it's one of about 8 people, isn't it?
Yeah, and one of them dead now? I think one of them got killed, didn't they?
Yeah. So the guy, the
crazy guy.
Yeah.
So we've got the finale next week.
Yeah.
So
what's going to happen? Are we going to pick a new show after?
Yeah, I guess so. Or we just abandon the whole feature?
We'll work it out.
We'll work it out next week. We'll have that conversation
next
week. But yeah, if you're not watching Alice in Borderland, get on it. Get watching it. It's interesting. It's fun.
I've enjoyed it as a whole. It's not been without its problems, but they do zip by the episodes.
Yeah, they do. They fly by. I went back to Japanese in this one.
Okay.
I did the English dub on the last one, but I went back and did the subtitles on this one.
And I'm keen to see where it ends up.
Me too. Me too.
Good.
Done.
Wave
crashed. I'm going to crash in a minute if it's so hot in here. So yeah, that's it for the wave this week. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back on Thursday to talk about the disappearance at Clifton Hill.
Cheers.
Bye.